Hey people, how's it going? So I am just doing something a little different here. I wanted to show you guys a quick, I've been trying to practice my solo speed runs through Temple of Elemental Evil, both part 1 and part 2. But I wanted to get something down on video here just to see if I could do it, see what kind of total time we ended up with on Temple of Elemental Evil part 1. So if you happen to join us while I'm doing this, that's great. Otherwise, this will mostly be an archive video, but I just kind of wanted to see what we could end up with. Now, I should note that I'm using a level 28 character. This will be a swashbuckler. And I'm going to go on Epic Normal. Now, I know, yeah, normal. But I wanted to do that because I am really trying to get the time down. I mean, it's just going to be a lot harder on Elite. And I don't know that I would actually be successful at doing that, so...
Sometime in the distant past, the doors had been sealed with soft iron. Then, you notice the scratches. The vestibule of the temple is immense and seemingly empty. Then you notice a tall figure. He seems to be studying his surroundings.
So as you see, I'm using invisibility quite well. You can actually basically Zerg invisible, solo at least, pretty much all the way through the list here, unless they catch you, but they're not going to catch you if you move quick. Now, of course, as soon as you do that, they're going to catch you again, or see you as soon as you open up a gate or something. So pop invisibility frequently, and see what you end up with. Now, I have found doing a couple of runs here that I'm better off trying to deal with the trash in here rather than, say, otherwise, because otherwise you just end up with too much garbage here to really fight. So it's kind of difficult. Now, normally I wouldn't actually suggest doing trash, but in this particular case, it's worth it. So what am I doing here? I'm basically trying at the start to get Romag's Club, because you clearly need Romag's Club. Where'd my disco ball go? There we go. And, you know, there may be some ability to actually do a little better here, but, you know, I am who I am, right? So I'm just going to show you what I can do. And if you feel, hey, you're a loser and you can do it in half that time, or I'm a loser and you can do it in half that time, go for it. Let's see your runs. I'm already losing some time here compared to my last run, but that's okay. Sometimes it's going to go a little easier than others on this. You jerks. Alright, now I got Romag's Club. Let me make sure I got taste on. It's my secret door. Now, like I say, every time you go through a secret door here, you're going to go invisible. So, but you can always heal yourself despite being invisible. I should note as well that I'm using a few pots. I did notice one of my recent runs that these guys will not charm if you are on Dungeon Alert Red. Now I noticed they would work on orange, so one of my earlier runs, instead of dealing with all that trash like I just did there, I ended up just running. But I ended up hitting dungeon level red, and then I couldn't charm these guys very easily. It ended up being kind of a pain. I had to wait for Dungeon Alert to get down to orange so I could kill these guys. Now I could shave off another minute by simply not looting these chests, but, you know. Probably just one and done, I think. Like I say, I'm actually going to head home in a little bit, but I wanted to, like I say, this has been on my mind to try to do this, just to see how quickly I could sort of get myself through Temple of Elemental Evil on Epic here. So once you get, so basically the short the short version of how to do this is get Romag's Club, use invisibility, make your way down to the Earth Temple area, or Air Temple area, and then do water, do fire, grab the Air Temple key, deal with the Garistro, and then deal with Falworth, and see how quickly you can do that. Yeah, thanks, Kessa Kariv. Not sure if I pronounced that correctly. I don't know. Okay, you can get the water in that and still be invisible. Now, there's only so much I can do about the gelatinous cube here. But one thing I can make sure I do is have that on, make sure I got some, at least Inspired Courage on. I'm going to make sure I have both Haste, Displace, and Rage.
The room begins to shake, and a shimmering wall appears at the entrance of the chamber.
Alright, now, it's a matter of beating this guy down, which you can do fairly easily. Once you grab its aggro, you can jump on this piece over here. It'll help largely take care of damage. If I can do this. Oh, I better get out of the way. Alright, so now I've just basically, let's see, I've got my haste boost here, I've got my rage boost here, I've got my rain going on here. Let's blur, let's see, I got like my inspired courage. And that's really about all I can do in terms of maxing out my DPS. There's only so much I'm going to be able to do on the current character I have. If my DPS isn't good enough for you, or whatever, well, it's just the way it's going to be. But, you know, like I say, your mileage will vary. If you clearly have more DPS, you're going to shave even more time off of this than I will. But the best of my ability, I'm trying to make sure I use blow by blow and coup de grace. Coup de grace just for the additional weapon damage, since I'm obviously not killing anything. Plus 3 weapon damage. Got about 20 seconds left in the rage, so just get ready to cast that when I'm down. Yes, this pool has a lot of hit points. Alright, I still have rain going for another 52 seconds. I'm both okay on rage and haste. Oops. Shoot. I hate it when I do that. I really need to move my disco ball from a different location. I have a problem with that. And again, basically just do the same thing here with the water lilies. You're just beating them down as quickly as you can. You know, I'm using the Mutineer's Blade just because, you know, that's what I got. But, guess I better get my displace and such on just to help my, help myself. Since I'm a swashbuckler, unless the mobs get really out of control, I'm not worried too much about taking care of the other mobs. Like I say, I will be cheating a little bit by using some spell point potions, but you know, for purposes of a speed run, I'm not going to wait to do shrines and all that sort of thing. So if ultimately, you know, that impacts the legitimacy of my speed run, well, fine. You know. Looks like my rage is down, so let's pop that one back up. Haste, rage, or rain. That's all I'll go on. Rain I go because it adds a little extra damage on a Vorpal, so it just doesn't hurt. A little bit more DPS. Anything I can do is better than nothing. So, I guess I could probably find an Elemental Blade and tear through this easier, but yeah. So I take care of both air elementals. Or water elementals, I should say. Oops. And I keep doing that. It's a problem when you have many alts with different hotbar layouts. Alright, got rain, got haste, got rage. You know, I could, actually, if I really wanted to switch into a better speedrun, I should probably switch into a Destiny I'm actually using. Right now, I think I'm just feeling that I could do Fury of the Wild or whatever and take those 500 nice 500 hit point hits. I should probably do that. But I'm just rolling with what I got, and you'll see it. Come on, here it is. Get down. Down with your bad self. Alright. So just so you know, I think people mostly know this, but you can heal while you're invisible. You just can't dish out any damage or do any kind of attack that lands. Or open a door. Now, also because I am a veteran who's played for quite a long time on this character, you will see that I currently have 789,000 plat. So I'm going to spend some of that in the Fire Temple. Let me show you how. If you are like me and you happen to be flush with plat, there's some pretty nice things you can do here to make this this particular fight basically be a non-issue.
Follower of flame, a stern voice echoes. On the altar sits a small, cracked basin. Come, the cleric calls. Pay tribute to the thought your tribute honors. The prefect says without. Soon, all will bend the knee.
Alright, so now I got the key. Heading back out.
Die in their stubbornness.
Now we're going to go get the Air Temple key, or the Air key. What am I doing? Oh yeah.
This area of the temple once housed those faithful to the Air Temple. Now, the Air Temple is in disarray, and orcs have taken over its fortress. A man in Air Temple robes stands in the corner of this cold,
Kelno the Prefect has a lot of hit points too. haste and rage, and everything is up. I'm doing okay on healing. Thanks for joining me, by the way. I don't know, like I say, I'm just kind of doing this just for the heck of it, really. It's kind of interesting. Uh, Alright, got that. Back invisible. Now we're doing the air temple. Or doing the Garistro type fight. Now you don't actually need to fight this guy. All you need is the ability to do a detour.
The air temple key sits behind the wind circling the room and rush faster as the key is taken from the altar.
Good opportunity to refresh a few of your bard buffs. Now I'm going through the passage I already did because I'm invisible, so I don't have to redo any of this stuff. Alright, now... Oh, actually... Like I said, I could already probably see a few minutes where I could have shaved off here, but we'll see what we end up with, huh? Alright, now we're going to Falrinth. Oops. Oops. Yeah, there we go. Here's my secret door. Alright, fine. I'll take care of you jerks. You're wasting me valuable time, man. That's what you're doing. There we go. Down the hall. I usually just absorb this. It's not that big a deal. But you could cleanse if you want. Alright, so now we're getting near the end fight here. So time to refresh on all the buffage.
The wizard fallen floats high above his chamber. I know why you have come, his voice. But you're too late. Using the arcane power of the page, I expect. Suckerboy is nearly free.
Alright, so first thing to do is grab Romag's club and charm the Earth Elemental. He will help deal with aggro on the other guys, and then you want to take care of the Air Elemental. The way to take care of them is to basically go to opposite elements. So if you are over on air, you want to go to water. If you want, or air is earth, earth is air, fire is water, water is fire. And you'll see here the big reason to do that. Let's get rid of the stupid air alley first, because that guy's a jerk. And he will lower your DPS and your time like nobody's business. So if anything you can do to take out that air elemental first, that would be my recommendation. And like I say, they're not so bad if you get them into the opposite element. Now, if you're in their element, of course, they're going to not only do more damage to you, but you're not going to do as much damage to them. So. I tend to find sometimes going around the pillar here can help take care of like the fire alley. Like you see right now, the fire alley just kind of being a dummy. It can help a little bit, but sometimes you just kind of have to be able to beat your way through it and call it done. The other thing to remember about this fight as well is that they don't give you forever. You know, things don't trigger when other things are dead. It's also triggered by time. So if you're a little on the slow side or whatever and getting these guys beaten down, you might need some additional assistance there. Or, because it's just, or you may run into problems, I should say. Gosh darn it. Stupid air alley. Now I have to admit, I haven't really gotten part 2 down yet, so I'm probably not going to show you that, only because I don't have a good guide for you at this point. Alright, now we got the air alley. Let's bring the water alley over into fire. Come on, water alley. I don't generally worry as much about the fire elemental. Ideally, in a perfect world, he's going to grab the aggro of the earth alley, and I won't have to deal with him at all, but it's not always the way it works out, so. Yeah, but see, that's the thing with that Romag's club. You don't have to worry about him throughout the entire fight. As if anything, he's actually helps you rather than hurts you. So, pretty nice little club there. Sometimes keeping these guys in their pit of shame is a little work, but Orderly is almost down. Great. Now time for the fire. Oh, let's redo the club on the Earth Alley. There we go. Now it's a little tricky. I still believe in taking out the elementals before dealing with Critch and Falrinth, but that's just me. Your mileage may vary. Alright, got haste up. I don't have my rain up. Let's take care of that. And I do or do not have rage up too, so. Falrinth can be pretty tricky. Ideally, you're going to certainly want Night Shield. You're going to want all the elemental resists you can get. Like I say, he can be a little tricky, especially if you just sit around and are beating on a guy like I am here. He'll kind of dish out some pretty heavy-duty damage, but... So I will actually probably take care of Falrinth before I take care of Critch. Oops. Shoot. Wrong button. Alright. Ooh, actually our air elite took care of... our Earth Elemental took care of Critch pretty much entirely. Oh, time to get the haste up. There we go. Now, I actually have, you know, blinding speed, so I don't need haste per se. But the thing about it is it adds to my... What does it do? It gives me something. I can't remember what it is now. Is it double strike? I think it adds 6% to double strike, is that correct? Alright. We're to the end.
Never completes the gesture. This fight is already over. Falrinth's chambers are dimly lit. On a table in the middle of the room, sit a book. If Falrinth's journal is to be believed, the demon Zuggitmoy has nearly been freed.
Alright. 35 minutes and 5 seconds. And like I said, I could probably have cut another, what? What do you guys think? Probably another, well, I mean, if I had more DPS, if I was using Fury of the Wild, I probably could have cut, what, at least 5 minutes off that. Just because of the most of the time was in those long DPS fights. But for just sort of rolling with what I got, not too bad if I don't say so myself. Yeah, I'm currently in Fatesinger, just sort of leveling up. But yeah, so not bad. I hope you enjoyed it. And I bet that you guys, like I said, if you had a group, you could do it in a fraction of that time. But I'm deliberately trying to do it as a solo guy here. So, because what I would do as a group is all join together and get Romag's club. Basically, take care of the trash while people keep zerging forward, grab the club, go through the thing, go into the Earth Temple, split up, half does water, half does fire. The fire people basically cheat, or not cheat, but do the plat, and then if there's room while the other team's still doing the water side, they can go and get the air key. By that time, the water side should be done. You can grab the Garistro, you can do the D-door, you can run back, then go open up the gates, take care of Falrinth, and you're done as a group. Now, I bet as a group you could do it in about, what, 15 minutes? I bet you could do it in 15. But not bad. Not bad. And like I say, I may try this again, maybe even tonight at some point if I get bored. I may do it from home. See if I could shave a little bit off that 35 minutes. But hope you enjoyed it. Thought I'd just put this out there for anyone who might be interested in checking this thing out. And let's see what kind of loot I get here. Smoldering light hammer. It's fine. All right. And like I said, I haven't figured out part 2 very well, mostly because if you've seen the live stream, you know, I have had a heck of a time surviving my way through the Zuggedmoy fight. I'd probably have to just use a stack full of Sybaris cakes or something like that if I really was on a Zerg run. Or not die somehow, but I don't know how to not die so far in the Zuggedmoy fight, so, whatever. Not too bad, though. I'll take it. So, alright, thanks everyone. I will see you guys later. Thanks for joining me. Have fun.